also there is a period time and expiry date to each of your copyrights. So when you purchase a copyright, some of them last 200 days, some of them are 21 days. The higher package, to my knowledge, some of them are worth 365 days. So you might have it for a year, right? And those copyrights as well, they come with a salary attached to them. So again, the copyright you have, you might get $300, you might get 150 as a salary. So those salaries you get every single month. The only time those salaries will deflect in the amount is if you don't work the 30 days straight. You would not get what is due for you for the month, right? Okay, so is that clear for everybody for now?
Yes,
We're gonna
perfectly. You could go right ahead, and you can definitely indicate to everyone on the call what are the various licenses that you talk about, copyrights that you
yes.
mentioned, and the cost of it, and what it does, and you could give us the examples and so on.
Okay, so let's do that. So this here is the copyrights. Okay, so they start from $130. The $130, that's USDT. That's in, I'm not too sure the conversion in Trinidadian or the US. I believe it might be 155 US. US dollars. Well, USDT and US dollar, the conversion is the same. Okay, so this copyright, it pays, you have to post, sorry, um, $5, five videos, um, daily, which gives you an income of $5 a day, which gives you the monthly salary of 150, and it has the yearly salary of $1,825. Okay, so each of those posts, when you do post them, it's $1 per post. Yeah. Um, and like you see, it shows you your expiry date. So when you do start a copyright, it actually shows you the amount of time you have left. And there you can see sometimes people might wonder, did I even post yesterday? You can go back and check it from there. Okay. Even before your day has ended and you're wondering whether you post or not, I'll show you where you can see if you post or not as well. There's another place you can check. Now we have the 259 package. This goes for um this one is 820 EC. US it would be 303 US. Okay? And this one here pays you $10 daily, a monthly salary of 300, a yearly salary of 3,650, and your daily creation would be the amount of videos you post a day would be 5 videos, which the income per video is $2, right? And this one we have is the 799. This one, I am not too accurate on the US price, but the EC price would be 2,520 EC. This one pays you $26 daily. The monthly would be 780 US. And mind you, these amounts, sorry, it's in USDT. Okay? And the yearly amount is $9,490. Your daily creation, which is your videos you post, would be 8. Each of those videos, the amount you get paid for each one would be $3.25. That's amazing. And as we go, the more money you make. This is the 1999. This is about 5,000 plus Eastern Caribbean dollars. And this one pays you $66 per day USDT, which your income for the month would be 1,980 USDT. This one, you create 11 videos with a yearly salary of $24,090 USDT. Each creation is $6. And we have this one, which is a 399 that I don't even want to get into how much you have to pay for that. But look at the income. $140 daily, 4,200 USDT monthly, $51,100 a year, 16 videos, $8.75 per video. And they haven't opened this one for us here in the Caribbean yet. So that's where we are on the packages. What do you guys think about that so far?
Well, all
And
I can say is basically
all
a wow deal, basically, in terms of what Creative Alliance is offering. Uh,
yes, yes,
I think at
yes,
this point in time, the concept for those of us who may have just joined the call or you may not, you've been hearing this for the first time, is what
yes.
Creative Alliance basically is is a business opportunity that allows you to be able to post videos daily and be paid based on your copyright. Is it what you said, the copyright? So that we
That's what the license to be able to
right.
post
So
it.
based on the copyright license that you have purchased, it will entitle you to X amount of revenue per day, which is paid on a monthly basis. Right. So you could start from as low as 130 plus the setup fee, all the way up to at least 19.99 from what I understand so far, from what Denise had mentioned to me today. So this allows you the opportunity immediately to start generating revenue daily. For
Yes, it does.
us living in Trinidad, and by extension the region, USDT is a precious commodity. I went down to one of the largest brokers for USDT in South Trinidad, and believe it or not, they have none to sell. So it is
Well,
very, very short supply right now in Trinidad. Fortunately, we do have other persons where we can maybe contact in the northern part, at least in Trinidad, to be able to get that. For those of us who are in the US, it's really not a difficult deal. Before you go further, Jillian, for the
yes,
benefit of our US guests on the call,
yes.
you had mentioned that if they are based out of the USA or Canada, there is a very simple way in which they can get USDT. Can you elaborate on that briefly before we continue?
So when we do sign up, we have a manager attached to us. A person, well, it's an AI that's attached to us where we text and she texts us back whatever answer or way out for us, if we're having issues or problems. Now, I have a few persons who have signed up in the US and I didn't have to get them or fund them or buy their packages. She was the one who guided them through an app they would have to download that goes with the American system, where they're able to buy the US and pay for the USDT through that app with their cards. So because it's US to US. And they worked out really well and really fine. They're making their monies.
So this is Roderick here. So you can Jillian. So you can actually use a credit card through this app to acquire your USDT.
Yes, they did use their credit cards and who had debit cards. I think her son had a debit card as well. He used it and to purchase his and his mom's USDT.
Okay. And is that USDT only for this platform, or you can access that USDT for other things?
It's just like the Binance, where we everybody have access to it, but it's our banks in the Caribbean is blocking it. But that particular app she used with them, they were able to buy it and they were able to transfer their monies from the platform to their bank accounts because they're getting it in their bank accounts.
And it's coming back in the form of US.
It's yeah, you have to do a conversion because on the platform there's a conversion where you have to send it back from USDT to US.
Okay.
The next calls I might
What
have to add one of them on it so he
mhm.
can give some more elaboration on that.
Yeah, because I'd like to know what are the conversion fees back to your account, and also in terms of the startup fee, because I know you said, okay, there are different packages, but what is
Mhm.
the startup fee that is attached to those packages as well?
The 1999 she paid $2,200 US for the 1999.
Right. So it's almost like an equivalent exchange in terms of US dollar for dollar.
It is, yes.
Okay. So this is a one-time payment, and I heard you talk about options. So let's say someone wants to take the 200 package. Is there a timeline? Like you can take it for a year, you can take it for 6 months. How does that go?
Okay, so the packages, like I said, remember I said it's for a specific amount of days. So
Mhm.
based on the package that you have, let's say, okay, the one I have now is the 799, and that
Mhm.
runs up to 210 days. But
Okay.
what I have encouraged individuals to do is some people can wait until your seventh, because 210 days like almost 7 months, right? So you can wait until your 7 months, which your package will expire. They actually send you a script. So you text the manager that we have and let her know it's time for your refund. And so they send you a script. You read and record yourself saying the script. You send it to them and they reimburse your money on the platform. So you can take that money again and reinvest it or add more USDT to it to upgrade. But what I have been doing is using their monies to do the upgrade. So I work it and get paid for like 5 months, and then the next 2 months I use that money to do my upgrade.
Okay. Or alternatively, you can take your money out every month.
You can, yes, you can.
Okay. Okay, cool. And that's just, as you said, a one-time payment until whatever package you take that expires, and then you
Yes,
take another one.
yes.
One more question because I have to run. How long has this company been in the works?
Okay, so when you do sign up, it has it in the back office. They've been around for since 2021.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. All right. Well, I have to run, so I'll listen in while I'm doing what I have to do. Thank you.
Mm, Be safe. You're most welcome.
All right.
Jillian,
Yes, darling.
what about US taxes on that US conversion app?
They haven't had any taxes on that. I will
Okay.
confirm for you.
Mhm.
I will confirm tomorrow for you if there was any taxes. The only monies that was taken out from them was the $7. When you're withdrawing from the platform, they charge you $7. I am not sure if from the app to their bank account how much fees was taken out. So I'll find that out for you and I will keep you posted.
All right. So besides the fees, though, my question really is, if we're interacting with that app, are we required to report what we're purchasing through that app for taxes?
No, no, you don't. Now,
Okay.
there's other ways and means around that. You can actually get your debit credit crypto card. So the person whoever invited you to the meeting, you can actually do that. Because mine, I don't even send it to my bank account. I send it to my crypto card. That's what I'm using. So my salary that I'm getting, working in my country, that goes to my bank account, which I don't even touch. I just use the monies I'm getting from this platform to live my life. So I just tap as I go. So we have means and ways now of actually using this money and putting it to our use where we don't have to. You can liquidate if you like, but you have a way now where you can actually send it to a card where you can apply for physical one, but I have the one that is electronical.
Right. But for the initial purchase, we don't have these accounts yet for the initial purchase.
Uh-huh. Where are you calling from?
I'm in New York.
Oh, okay, okay. So you do your purchasing yourself. They don't ask any questions.
All right.
I think what
As
Melissa is actually saying or asking rather, Jillian, is, well, I'm not sure. Maybe you probably have to ask your manager. Knowing that she is based in the US, the mere fact that she's actually using a card, whether it's credit card or what have you, to purchase the crypto, would that incur some kind of taxes eventually? Because, in the United States, when you purchase, they know you're going to purchase crypto, and that may eventually have to be reported for income tax purposes? I think that's the question she's really asking. I guess you'll probably have to liaise with your manager to find out that if you're using the app for that for the purpose of purchasing stuff.
Okay. I will have to ask that question.
Yeah, not a problem.
Definitely give that answer out.
Wonderful. So I think guys, you're beginning to I get the gist of it. Basically, how you can generate revenue on a monthly basis based on the licenses or the copyright licenses that you would have purchased. All right. And of course, the other particulars in terms of what Jillian would have mentioned, it's already recorded. You could actually go back to what she would have said in terms of there's a time period where you get your refund back. Is it what after the 6 months would have elapsed from the date in which you would have signed up, Jillian?
Yes, once it expires, because I think mine is going my 7th month for my very first package, which was the 259. When I asked my manager, when am I due for a refund, because I couldn't remember what date I started, and she was able to tell me it's on the 13th of March.
Okay, so when you purchase a copyright license, it's valid for how long? Because you did indicate in the example a yearly salary. So does it go for 1 year or it breaks somewhere along the line?
That would be for the bigger package. The huger package, they go longer. But the
I got
ones like the 130 is still 200. The 259 is 210 days. The 217, the 799, sorry, is 210 days.
Okay, wonderful. So once those days have matured,
Mm-hmm.
you get a refund for the original cost of your copyright license. Is that correct?
You get the cost of the copyright, which is,
Wonderful.
you don't get the fees back, you would get the 799. You pay your fees only once. You only pay it when you're just starting. You don't ever pay fees when you're upgrading.
Wonderful. So only initial cost for the purchase of the copyright licenses is when you would pay the fees. So let's say you're making an upgrade from $7.99 to $19.99. You're not going to be charged the fees because you're already in the system. Is that correct?
Yes, so you only pay 799.
Wonderful.
So right now, you what I have here is 156 so far for my few days. Okay. If I were to go to, let me see, let's say I didn't have the 799, but I wanted to get the 799. What I do, I minus this 156, I minus it from the 799, and I have to pay the difference of that. I would have to buy that amount in USDT and send it to this platform, which will give me the 799, and I activate it.
All right. So for the purpose of this recording, you're saying that if you had what commissions in your back office, you would just pay the difference of the higher copyright less what you already have in your account. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes, but not your commissions, your salary. Because the 159 is for 4 days, 4 or 5 days so far in this month. That's my salary. Because I've done
Okay.
a withdrawal already.
All right. So what you're
So,
saying is that as you acquire a copyright license and you
mm-hmm,
are thinking about upgrading to another level, you can
mm-hmm.
just pay the difference of what you would have already acquired from your salary in your wallet, minus
Yes.
the cost of the next copyright license, right? That's what you're referring to.
Once you have money on your platform, which you should be having monies on your platform, even if you withdraw tomorrow, um, let's say I withdraw yesterday, today I would have had some monies, even if it's $26 because of the copyright I have, and the copyright I'm looking to have, it's the $66. That's the bigger one for 19999. Because I have $26, they're gonna minus. I have to minus the 26 because automatically that's gonna go on it.
All right, good. So
They're
let's
gonna use that
let's
money to.
pause there for a moment. So moving forward as it relates to the acquisition of copyright licenses, is there a requirement? Let's say you are at the 259 and you wanted to go to the 799. Is there a restrictions? Are there any restrictions that anyone on this call will have to adhere to, or you just make the upgrade like you're talking about?
The US didn't have they didn't have to meet any format or have any restriction. We in the Caribbean, we had that, but they opened it up for us. So we can buy any package.
Right.
Except for the 399, there are certain stipulations with that one. You need to have a few persons underneath you who are uh, um, junior assistants and middle level assistants. I'm not too sure how many, but for the 799, you needed before you needed to have 5 persons that you signed up.
Right. So for right now, for the 130, the 259, the 799, the 1999, you could just buy it just like that without having to refer anybody,
Yes,
at
you can just
least for a limited time.
yes, they have
Okay,
freed it up.
wonderful.
Even
Now,
if you for your first time, you can go straight to the 1999.
wonderful. So another thing I want to ask you is that once you are acquiring the daily salaries based on your posting of the videos, can you I think you said that there was a limit. You must have a minimum of 100 USDT before you could withdraw anything from your account, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, the least amount they would accept would be 100 US.
Okay, good. So really and truly, there's no restriction to withdraw. Once you have the minimum requirement, you can withdraw that from your wallet.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, that's awesome. So, are there any other questions, my dear friends? Melissa, Marissa, I see Sean, or Shivana. If you have any questions, you can ask them now. We want to keep this call
And
very
guys,
short because we are basically recording it, so the recording will be made available for you guys.
if you're noticing that I have a purple face that is sat there with some numbers next to it, that bracket is actually individuals that have signed up for the past 2 days. So I've gotten points from those persons I've brought in. Now this amount, when you're exchanging, you can exchange it to add to your USDT, right? So 615, it every 10 points is 1 US. So this is actually $61.50 if I'm going to exchange it. So when you do press exchange, it goes up to the top where it says the withdrawal. So it converts it into the coins where you can take out your money.
I see Sean has unmuted himself. Sean, you have a question you wish to ask?
Hi guys, can I hope everyone is doing okay?
Excellent, Sean. Yes, good night.
Yeah, not really much of a question. I know of the platform. It's currently here in Barbados. It's been here. This is what? This is 2025, 24. I think it came here early part of 2024 last year. I
About
think
March?
March or so last year. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's been here. Yeah. So I would definitely look at it because the one that was here, even though it's the same platform, I think the link, if I do decide to join, I'm joining through whose link would I be using?
I would have to send you my link, Sean.
Okay, good. All right, Larry, I will speak to you later on. But the thing about it is that, as I said, it was here. Sorry, it is here. I'm not sure how much of a momentum it has right now, but it is definitely here. So yeah, I know about it. I know about it.
Wonderful. And I think, guys, moving forward, like I would have indicated to Denise, I think initially what I would want to do, you'd want to test out the system, making sure that um, you want to see it for yourself. You want to see that you're getting your salary monthly and stuff, and that will bring a level of confidence. It is not mandatory for you to bring anybody into the team, but of course, naturally, if you see some benefits because you are benefiting from it, well, of course, naturally, you would want to refer persons. So initially, you don't have to, and that's what I love about that
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Jillian, is there anything that you want to add before we close off? Oh, sorry,
Thank you.
Sean, you wanted to say something again?
yeah.
Yes, I
Well,
wanted
okay.
to ask you if you haven't encountered anybody who has actually withdrawn money from the platform.
I was just gonna say that when I said it's here, I have family members that are in it, and I have work colleagues, not directly working with me, but associated with what work that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I have some very close friends that are involved in it. When it first came, they joined up. But
Okay.
there were some issues. There were some issues then that caused me not to join. But like I said, I know these persons personally. My family members. I see the account that they showed me. They took a screenshot of their withdrawal and process and everything. I was in a similar one to this too. And I came in and it took me what? It took me 6 weeks. Yeah, 6 weeks after I joined that one, I was able to make back my initial investment, and everything else after that was profit.
Wonderful.
And I would look at this the same very way. You get in is an opportunity to make money. You can make back your money once you do your videos, your clicks
Mm-hmm.
every day. You watch your videos. You depending on whatever package you have. This is structured basically the same way. You can make back your money in 5 to 6 weeks. Everything else after that is profit.
Profit.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So
And still, after the 7 months or the 6 months, you actually get back that same money that you spent. So technically, you get it back twice. So that's what I say to my team is that you invest with your money, but then use the money that you're getting paid on the platform to do what upgrading you need to do and to do whatever else it is you need to do. So today or tomorrow something goes wrong, you didn't lose your money because you got your money back. You understand? You have withdrawn and you've gotten some profits, but you still in almost to the ending, still use their money and still pull out what they've given you and upgrade to your next level. So you're working their money to make it work for you, if that makes sense.
Yes, it definitely does. So, guys, we want to keep this call very tight because we are recording this call, so you can actually get a copy of this call as soon as the video is ready. I will send it out to you guys. Are there any other questions you may want to ask before we actually close off tonight's call? If you do, feel free. You could just unmute yourself. Everyone can. And you could ask Jillian these questions directly because, Jillian, you have actually been involved in this opportunity since what, November of 2024?
Actually, from October, I got my
After
first
October.
payment in September. And when I
Wow.
met you and I told you about it, I was getting my second payment.
Wow. It's sometimes, guys, we just don't pay attention. So this is not the time we don't want to pay attention. You want to definitely engage in this because this is definitely working and
Yeah.
this can add
You
some
have
value
to
to
go.
you. Yes,
You don't have to buying a huge package. Start small. You
oh
start
yes.
at your 250 or your 799, and then you get back what it is you put in, and then you work your way. Because that's how I did mine. And now
Right.
I'm at the 799, which I'm looking to upgrade now to my 1999.
So get in where it fits in, guys. Whatever you can do. The bottom line is just start, get the ball rolling because an additional $150 a month is 1,000 TT dollars, really at a rate of exchange of 8 for selling USDT. Not a bad deal for just 5 minutes of work per day, right?
No,
So
Larry,
again, you
let
can
me
move to
just
another
jump.
level. Uh-huh.
Let me just jump quickly into something, please, because I didn't
So
do
go
this
right
part.
ahead.
So this is where you go to this red button with the plus sign in it. This is where you go every morning. You see on top. Remember I said that you can see if you post or not for the day that you didn't miss your day. It says total creation to the top, 8 out of 8. You can see that, everybody?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, and then so you just go to it. It opens up the video. You press release. I see, I can't do any again today. So that releases, and then you go right back to where you to your red button, and you do the other one until you reach the amount that you're supposed to, and it's that simple.
Great. Shavana, so you unmuted yourself. You can go right
Yes.
ahead, ask a question.
Hi, good night, everyone. So I have a question, right? So especially as you play the video there. So the platform is based on views, right? So it's the videos basically when it gets released, they say that it's based on views. So is it that you still get the fixed salary no matter how many views the video has?
That's what yes. So what you're actually doing is just helping the AI. That's all you're doing. So the
Oh,
views you don't get paid from the views. You
right.
just pay for helping the AI.
Okay, great.
But I think they're coming out because the platform it's coming out with different things. I think there's a traffic video. You can actually purchase the traffic video package, which that one I don't have too much knowledge on it, guys. I'm trying to find out more about it, which that is in itself pays you after every 3 months. So this one don't pay you every day like we're doing right now. So that one, as I have more details, like I said, they're getting into trading as well. So the platform is growing. It's coming more and more stuff have been available for us to actually increase on our money, our income.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Okay, great, guys. So in summary, right now, before we close off tonight's discussion, when you get into this opportunity, Creative Alliance, you have the opportunity now to start from as low as $130. That's the copyright license. Each copyright license allows you the opportunity to post X amount of videos per day. And by the end of the month, you get X amount of income USDT in salary. All right. And that's really the long and short. You don't get paid based on views. You get paid just on the amount of videos that you post per day, which is probably about 5 minutes of work. All right. That's basically the takeaway from today's call in terms of understanding how to remove USDT. When we get to that bridge, it's not a problem. We will go through that part. It's not very difficult to go through that particular part. I think moving forward, Jillian, in terms of our US participants, in terms of the
Yes.
purchasing and if there's any IRS implications when you purchase crypto and whatnot, maybe that might be a good question to ask because these days we do have different administrative changes in the US, so you just want to be sure when you're doing
Yes.
these things, because we can't take it for granted that it is not so because in the Caribbean the tax law is not as
That's
is
it.
not as
Yes.
stricter, as at the US. The US is a bit stricter. All right, so
Yes.
guys, this call is a wrap. I'm gonna actually stop this recording now and have it reposted out to you. And what